Manon Fiorot schools, batters, and embarrasses Erin Blanchfield for 5 rounds. Now, the reason I say schools and embarrasses and hype train derailed, exposed, all that stuff is because Erin Blanchfield has been a hype train that the media has got behind. I can bring up receipts and show timestamps of the media saying after Alexa Grasso upset Valentina Shevchenko that both of them looked like they would lose to Erin Blanchfield. You guys can guess who I'm talking about. I can again bring up other media members saying there shouldn't have been a rematch between Grasso and Shevchenko because Blanchfield was deserving of it, and the UFC was clearly getting behind her. The commentators, for the small portion I listened to, were trying to cope pretty much that Blanchfield was getting embarrassed out there. So I say this not as a swipe at Erin Blanchfield, but the reality is she got embarrassed out there. And Manon Fiorot, who has been talking very confidently since Blanchfield upset Jessica Andrade, saying that this fight would be easy, saying before the fight this week that it's not the toughest test of her career, and again, it would be easy money, etc. She proved everyone right, or she proved herself right, I should say, because Erin Blanchfield couldn't get the takedown, and I won some of the money back that I lost on the Tim Tszyu Fundora fight, but I wish I had bet a minute earlier because I would have won it all back and then some, because as soon as I saw Blanchfield unable to get the takedown, I thought this is going to go horrible for her, and sure enough, Blanchfield couldn't even get close to a takedown. The only takedown in this fight was landed by Manon Fiorot in the first round, and again, she was talking before the fight saying that she was a better grappler than Blanchfield, which, you know, raised some eyebrows, and she went out there looking to prove it when she didn't need to. So, yeah, that was what it was, and Erin Blanchfield for the entire fight tried to get the takedown. She was trying to set it up, but her striking looked abysmal out there. It was very, very basic. And again, not a knock on her because very few female grapplers develop good striking. Miesha Tate just had a lot of heart, but her striking was terrible, still is. And the only female grappler I can think of who developed high-level striking was Claudia Gadelha. I mean, she battered her opponents on the feet as well as getting the better of them on the ground. So she, again, is the exception, not the rule. Typically, female fighters who are grapplers don't develop good striking. And again, Blanchfield looked incredibly basic out there. She was swarming Fiorot because she knew where she was behind from the first round. She was clipping Fiorot at times, but only after getting popped at first. And Fiorot was picking her apart, stepping around nicely, and whenever Blanchfield got close, Fiorot was shrugging her off like she was a little girl. And it was like literally a woman versus a girl in there. And one thing I do have to say was Fiorot was looking like she could have made bantamweight out there, and Blanchfield was so undersized, but it is what it is. You need to develop better skills if you are going to be fighting at a size disadvantage. And again, Blanchfield got exposed as a one-dimensional fighter. I'm sure she can go back and learn from this, but I doubt she's going to develop better striking because, again, she just doesn't look like she is going to be a better striker. Fiorot is a former kickboxer. She's a very fit athlete, and a lot of people are saying that she didn't really damage Blanchfield with the eye test until the 5th round where Blanchfield's eyes started to get big, etc. And that is true. But I will say Fiorot, she does a lot of decent stuff in there. The way that she throws her combinations, the way she throws a check hook and steps around her opponent to their blind side, the way she leads off and is able to hit them clean, and the only way they are able to hit her is because they are swarming, throwing wild shots, and she's throwing very calculated shots. I do like what she's doing in there. I mean, Manon Fiorot is everything that people think Holly Holm was going to be. Holly Holm is the epitome of a one-dimensional fighter who has never developed, has never even tried to get better, and just does the same thing over and over again like a complete amateur. Fiorot seems to be making the most of her skills, and in the end, her skills were better. So hats off to her. Again, she derails the hype train, and she is going to fight the winner of Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko 3. We shall see how that goes, and I think Erin Blanchfield should go and face Macy Barber, because after a one-sided embarrassment like that, she needs to build herself back up. And yeah, Fiorot at 34 years of age gets a good win, and she might be an interesting challenge for the two ladies fighting for the title. She's definitely taller, rangier, and knows how to use her height to her advantage. So yeah, she might be a decent player in this division. Erin Blanchfield, well, let's see what she's made of. It's easy to look good when everybody is on you, on your hype train, and building you up and stroking your ego. We'll see if she can develop now that she's been exposed. Let's see. Drop your thoughts down below. What did you think? Again, I wish I bet money on this sooner than I did. But catch you guys later. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more, as always.